This is right. It's a voice reveal. Hello, everybody. Uh, Sorry if my voice is pretty low. I don't actually have a mic yet. I'm currently in the process of saving up my money to buy one. So in this video, I'm just going to be doing kind of what I did last Bloxburg video, where I built a small house that doesn't cost that much for more intermediate players who are like when they're like level 10s and 20s at work, I think, or lower level players basically, who just don't have as much money to build a giant house, but aren't living in a starter house. So yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, I guess. Alright guys, so I'm in build mode right now. There's actually something I noticed before we actually start the video. I haven't played Bloxburg since that last Bloxburg video I uploaded, so I saw the scale tool, so I kind of want to check this out. So like, if I go into comfort, am I able to like put like a modern ottoman and then just like scale it down or scale it up? I'm wondering how this tool works. Do I like drag? Alright, I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I don't get how this tool works yet, so let's just start this video. So first, I'm just gonna lay out an outline for the house that I'm gonna build. This is more, I'm thinking probably gonna be a modern, just a small family house. My last video was a modern, like just a modern house, a small modern house, but I'm thinking this can be more of a family house build. So I'm gonna outline it. Alright guys, so I'm just speeding this up so that way, it doesn't take as long. Just go onto the YouTube thing on the bottom right corner of the video that you're watching and go to speed and then set it to 4 times slower than it actually is. That'll put it at normal speed if you want to build this yourself. So I'm just going to be doing a voiceover right now. So yeah, right now I'm just building the outside, and I'm really sorry if the audio is really bad on this video. I don't have a microphone yet, and my computer doesn't really run that fast, so if you don't enjoy the audio, that's fine. You can go and watch something else, as long as, you want to. But yeah, so I'll just be doing a voiceover during this, so that way, you're not just sitting here bored watching this the whole time. So yeah, now I'm just starting the outside and stuff. I'm coming up with a style of the home that I want to build. Also, bear in mind, I'm pretty sure this house costs like $44,000, so if you're trying to work and build this yourself, make sure you get like at least $45,000 to $46,000 before you start building, or else you may run out of money, and nobody wants that. So I'm just adding some plants on the sides over here. You can add any kind of plants you want. I just added these because they're just the most general ones. You can also color these plants whatever color you want. I just colored them artichoke because that's just a nicer looking color to me for plants. I'm also going to be adding a vase right here with a plant in it. I was originally thinking about adding a rocking chair, but then I thought that would take up too much space, so I'm just going to add an elegant vase right here for a flower. You can also color the flower and choose whatever flower you want. I also, for front mats, I don't recommend the welcome mat. It just looks kind of tacky to me, so I just took a bathroom mat and recolored it and stuff to make it look not as bathroomy, I guess. So yeah, this house is gonna have a one car garage. I also just measured out with the Bloxburg Voyage right there, so that way I could to see how large I needed to make the garage. That's why I'm extending the house here, so that way I actually have space for a garage while I'm building this house. Yeah. So now I'm just working on what I should do on the inside of this house. Now, if you've watched my other video, if you've watched my other video and you keep watching me whenever I do play Bloxburg, then you'll notice that I always use linen for flooring most of the time, unless I'm doing a different type of style house. That's just because linen looks really good in my opinion. I also added those sprinklers over there just so that way I don't have to water the plants, but if you don't have sprinklers or block bucks, that's fine. You can just make sure that you water the plants, that way they don't die. The door auto sensor pro that I also added, you don't have to add that. I just added that just because I didn't want to have to open the garage door. I'm also getting triggered right here about the fact that the planks weren't going in the direction I wanted them to, but then I realized I was building them wrong. Yeah, you're also welcome to change up the colors of this house if you want. I just chose these colors because I quite like them and I think they go well with this style of house. So if you don't like the colors, you can change them in your build. So I'm also pretty sure that this garage that I have over here fits all the different cars except for the limo. I don't think it can fit the limo in it, but I'm pretty sure for a fact that it holds all other cars. If you'll also notice, in both of my Bloxburg videos I use a spiral staircase, and that's just simply because the spiral staircase is just a very nice staircase. Like, it's good looking, and it saves a lot of space, so that's mainly why I use it. Yeah. I'm also going to be adding some shelving on the wall over here. And you may notice later in the video that there's no living room downstairs. And that's actually because I'm going to be adding the living room upstairs. See, there's the linen again. I was running a bit low on space, so I had to, move it upstairs, but that's fine. So I'm just adding some windows and removing some as well. And I don't know why this window was not placing where I wanted it to, but I still got it in a place that looks pretty good. So yeah. Just testing out some brick colors on the inside, because I don't know if I should add wallpaper or not to this house. Because, some wallpaper in this game does kind of look a bit tacky, but others don't, and I was just wondering if I really wanted to, but if you want, I didn't, but if you want to, that's also pretty fine. It's your house, so you can do what you want with it, so, I was thinking about adding a giant shelf with a TV there, but then I realized I couldn't because it was too big, so now I'm trying to put a desk in the middle of these and put a TV on that, but soon I'm going to realize that that's not actually going to be able to because it would not be equal, and that would trigger me, so, yeah, as you can see on the legs, it's not going to be equal. I tried out a bunch of different shelving, but it's not going to work. So, in the end, I'm pretty sure I just settled for oak shelves, like oak bookcases. I mean, not bookcases, the shelves, because I could put them together. So that way that they would, look like one continuous shelf. Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure I just have to do the bathroom downstairs now. Just a fair warning, this is the only bathroom in the entire house. So, don't expect multiple bathrooms, because I don't exactly have enough space for that in this, because it's only, like, a really tiny 2-story house. I'm trying to add a rug here, but it will kind of look weird if it's underneath the furniture and stuff. Like, if it's underneath the table, that's fine, because, you would do that in real life, but you can't exactly put mat under counters and stuff. You can also choose whatever color you want for the rug and the lighting in this house. I just chose what color I thought looks best. If you think it looks a bit bright now, that's just because I don't have the flooring on yet on top. So I'll show you. You'll see later in this video that the lighting isn't actually too bright. This house is also only 2-bedroom, but it can hold 4 people. Just you have the master bedroom for 2 people, and then you're also going to have a kids bedroom for 2 kids in this house. Yeah, I'm just adding some windows to make the house look more, make the house have more light on the inside, you know, natural lighting. If you don't want to add that window on the bathroom or any of these windows, that's fine. It is your house, just to say it again. Also, the pillars may look a bit tacky to you because they're sticking out. I noticed that too, and I'll end up fixing that later in a later clip in this video. I also accidentally exited build mode, so yeah, as you can see, there's the 2 bedrooms there. Now I'm working on the kids' bedroom. I've got 1 bunk bed with a desk underneath to save some space because it's a pretty tiny space. But I decided to go with a different type of bed right here because then the bunk bed would end up covering up the window, and I just thought that would not look as good. So I'm adding another desk right here for the other person that would be staying in the bed that does not have a desk underneath it. Also, if you want to use different types of furniture in this house, like I chose the more cheaper ones because this house is more for like a middle-class person in Bloxburg who is not like living in a starter house, but you know, doesn't have a gigantic mansion. So if you want to use more expensive furniture, that's fine. I also went for the cheaper computers for that exact reason. Granted, I didn't like the way the computers looked, but that was fine. You can also change the color and material of the carpet to your liking. I just did the cozy fabric because it looked really nice. I know sometimes it doesn't, but I'm also pretty triggered that they don't allow you to put those books on that shelf because it would look really nice. Yeah. So now I'm just decorating this room. Looks pretty nice. Now I'm just finishing up decorating the desk. I'm just looking for another thing, but eventually you'll find that I've used the lawn noob, because it is used for your lawn, but I found that it kind of looked like an action figure statue. So like, if you have like, you know those Nutcracker statues, it basically kind of looks like one of those, except, you know, for a noob. So I thought that would be perfectly fine to use inside. If you don't like that, that's fine. You can just not put that in the build. I also would recommend that you change the color of the light switch or else it will blend into the wall, and then you won't be able to see it with the lighting. There's also something that I found here. I was using a dresser, and I found a really nice color for it, so I'm probably going to be using that in later builds because that looks really nice. I'm also using some of the cheaper TVs to save money because, you know, this house is for people who are middle-class citizens in Bloxburg. So if you want to use a bigger TV and a more expensive one, that's fine too. Again, you can use any other plants you want in these planters. I'm just adding lights around now. Around the place. You'll also find that there's one balcony from the master bedroom, and that's pretty nice. If, you know, you wake up in the morning and then you just walk outside and you can look over the town. Now I will be working in the loft area, and I'm going to be splitting this up into more of 2 different areas. More of a play section area for the two guests or kids staying in the other bedroom that has a bunk bed, and the other half is going to be more of the living room that we did not use downstairs. So If you want to use different like furniture in here, that's fine. I just used these furniture because I thought it looked really nice and fits well with the style and space that I'm using. As you can see again, I'm using the linen for that. I'm also gonna be using the same dresser right here just because it looks really nice. So now over here on the other side, I'm going to be doing a play area. Over here, I'm also adding a table. You know, those like tables that you would have in a hallway, just because it looks really nice and it adds more detail to the house. So now I'm going to be working on the play area. If you don't want to add this, that's fine. I don't know what you would use it for. Maybe an office space or something. But so I'm just adding a kids area over here. So you'll find I'm adding a bunch of toys, and I just finished the toy area. I didn't change the color of any of these things because I didn't feel like I needed to, but if you do want to change the colors, that's fine. I'm just making sure all the windows are institutional white because that you know fits with the style and looks really nice. Just a quick disclaimer, the roof doesn't actually cost that much. I originally thought it would cost a lot more, but in reality it does not. I'm also changing up the window here so that way the roof does not go above the window because that wouldn't look very nice. I'm just changing the color of the roof here. So I'm just making it match the brick and everything. So yeah, just trying to move the pillars around to make them fit under. I also forgot to do the outside wall of the garage, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the building of this house, except for some more of the garden in the front. So, yeah.